So when I first started out as a nurse and I was on an orthopedic floor, so we had to give pain meds all the time, right? It used to scare me a lot. And I just assumed as a new nurse, because I didn't really have um, a lot of practice, like taking care of a set on my own. Like I was kind of babied in nursing school. So I was like, oh, they want a pain med, it's in the MAR, it's available, just give it. No, there are so many things you have to check for, specifically you as a nurse. So yes, it's available in the MAR, but the first thing that you need to look at when you have a pain med is to check the frequency. Okay, that means that check to see how often you are to give the pain med. If it's every 4 hours, every 6 hours. Now, where I work, it will ding you if you give it early, but some places I heard that it probably doesn't let you know. So you need to check when was the last time this patient received to make sure that the time that you're giving it, the frequency is, 4 hours from the last time they had it, or 6 hours, or whatever, or 2 hours, so that you're not giving it too early. Now, when you have a patient that is in pain, always make sure that you assess the patient. Ask them where is their pain located. Ask them to even describe whether it's throbbing, aching, and allow them to tell you the pain rating if it's a 0 through 10. And that's normally what I do. The next thing is you need to check their blood pressure. So a lot of times I don't feel safe giving a pain medication if the systolic is less than 90. I think the diastolic is less than 50. Sometimes people, feel like that's a little bit too low. But in ortho and in some places, I feel like it's good, especially if the patient is drinking, if they're on continuous fluids. I'm okay with that. But if their blood pressure is below 90, over 50, you should not be giving pain meds because it's going to drop down their blood pressure. Pain medication is kind of like a vasodilator. It will drop their blood pressure even more. So you need to check a patient's last blood pressure. If the last blood pressure was like more than, I would say, 4 hours ago, but typically if you're in acute care, you should be getting a recent blood pressure. And if recently they had another pain pill, I would even get the blood pressure again, just to make sure that you're not tanking them and their blood pressure doesn't fall low. So yeah, these are some pointers when you're giving pain medications as a new nurse. Just check all those things and you should be okay. And then also, when you give the pain medication, follow up after within an hour to check to make sure the actual pain medication did help to decrease their pain.